just not super specific, just that it might be more internal than it would have been maybe if they had hired Hinch or hired someone from an organization and were trying to be all about how that other organization did things. It seems like with this manager, you can, and I can certainly understand the inclination of let's keep around some elements of guys who have helped this good clubhouse atmosphere we already have. Joe McEwing would played under La Russa. They would have a good relationship. I would think that's not necessarily that La Russa's first thing is get rid of Joe McEwing. I can't imagine anyone feeling that way towards Joe McEwing. He's a very nice guy, but I could see him sticking around very easily. Nick Capra's been basically a White Sox lifer for decades, and it was someone that who was brought onto the major league staff because he had been the PD guy previously and had this relationship with all the prospects they're bringing up. So that's something that could stick around. Daryl Boston has a similarly long-standing with the organization. Obviously, the hitting was very successful last year, so I don't know if you necessarily would break up with Menachino and Coolbaugh. Tony La Russa himself specifically name-dropped Kurt Hasler and saying we're pretty good there with our bullpen coach, so maybe we only need to fill one role pitching-wise. So that seems like a pretty good sign for him. They have strong internal candidates for pitching coach. I've spent the last 4 years hearing, Matt Zaleski, one of their minor league pitching coaches, who's going to be AAA this year if there had been a AAA season. Matt Zaleski is, absolutely critical in Jonathan Stever becoming a prospect and Jimmy Lambert becoming a prospect. Dylan Cease's breakout year happened under him. Everett Tieford, their pitching coordinator, countless pitching prospects have told me, Tief showed me this on the data. If I throw my four seam up here, if I throw a curveball here, it works out better. Now I'm throwing that, now I'm striking everybody out. They have so many development success stories under those two guys where I would say either one of them, if they added them, you should be encouraged by that guy being the pitching coach.